Hello everyone and welcome to Foundation Friday. This Friday we are doing the infamous La Prairie Skin Caviar Concealer and Foundation. So as many of you already know, this is a super expensive foundation. I'm pretty sure this is the most, yeah, it is the most expensive foundation that I have ever tried before. And I do have to tell you that yes, I have been lusting after this probably for almost 3 years now. I've almost bought it a couple times. And then was like, no, I'm always disappointed when I spend so much money on something like this. Now, before anybody gives me any hate, I did have a gift card at Nordstrom. And most normal people would normally use it for other things, but being the makeup, skincare, basically foundation junkie, I was like, I'm gonna get the La Prairie foundation. So today we are going to be putting this on my face. It's already on, but we are going to be doing a full wear test, and we're gonna see if this guy is worth the bucks for this lovely foundation. Now, before I go any further, I wanna give you a little bit of information about the claims and give you just a few of the pros of this foundation, as well as maybe a con, the price. So let me grab that real quick. Okay, you guys, let me just tell you a little bit about the claims. So this is the infamous Skin Caviar Concealer and Foundation. So it has, La Prairie has a whole caviar line. And so this is kind of what is in this bottle. So again, it does have some skincare benefits. It says it offers a full natural looking coverage with SPF 15 protection and a dewy finish. So I already like that. I like the natural and the dewy. Again, this is one of those things I've wanted to try. A perfectly matched concealer camouflages the under eye darkness and deeper flaws while helping to support skin elasticity. I like that too. So claims so far sound good. The foundation and concealer formulas are infused with the caviar extracts for lifting and firming benefit. It includes a foundation sponge, which it did, yes, and precision concealer brush in addition to a 2x magnifying mirror in the cap. It's made in Switzerland, and there's a little joke. My mom always said that I like new, improved, and imported things. Probably true. Now, the reason why, you guys, this one gets a bunch of this, I literally have been wanting this for years, but it almost gets 5 stars. Anybody who seems to use it really loves it. And I guess I just have been like, we might as well give it a go since it's Foundation Friday. And I think also, I would say, you guys, this is definitely for someone with more mature skin. This isn't going to be great for, I personally, or, you know, wow, if someone who's in their 20s, 30s buying this kind of foundation, I was like, whoo. But because it does have some skincare benefits in it. Now, La Prairie is not a brand. I have tried a few of their items before, but it does contain fragrance, which, as we know with my rosacea prone skin, is not the best for me. This does have a scent and does have fragrance. I believe it also contains silicone. So even though this has some skincare benefits, there is a few things in there that could disrupt your skin. So if you are interested in watching this Foundation Friday and seeing how this wears through the day and how it applies, then just continue to watch. And thank you guys so much for coming on these Foundation Fridays with me. Okay, guys, let's try this expensive AF foundation. Okay, let's open it together. And again, you guys, I am in the shade Warm Beige, which is in W20. And we were on the fence when I went to the counter as to whether or not I should be honey beige or warm beige. And honey beige was just a little bit peachy, that one is NW30. Okay, so of course, when you're spending this much money, you get this lovely box. And then let's open this guy up. So this has been a several years worth of wanting to try this, because I've heard anybody who has it actually says it's like their favorite foundation. Okay, so La Prairie, Switzerland, and it looks like we get, I'm gonna open, oh, okay. So number one, you get this beautiful little tray upon which to display your expensive foundation. I mean, again, if you're paying this much money, you are going to get a few extras. Okay, then it comes with the little concealer brush. And let's see what this guy looks like. Okay, nice little concealer brush. We'll check that guy out. Oh, look, you get to put it in its little space. Ooh, I feel so fancy. Okay, and then we have the infamous La Prairie. This is the Skin Caviar Concealer and Foundation Sunscreen SPF. Now, you guys, as you know, I am a total foundation junkie. And this literally has been on my list for so many years. But I actually had a gift certificate. Now, normal people would usually go buy clothing item or something like that. But a skincare, not necessarily skincare, but beauty junkie, of course, is gonna be like, I think it's time to invest in this guy. Okay, you guys, let's check this out. So in the top lid, it has a lovely concealer. And I actually want to go ahead. Okay, so it's real creamy. I'm going to give you guys a little swatch here. And it's slightly lighter, supposed to be slightly lighter than the actual foundation. We'll see how that works, because you know how I feel about concealer. And then it comes in this lovely paddle here. I do think this is the right color, because that's what I'm saying. This one seems just a teeny bit more neutral. Okay, right off the bat, you guys, I can smell fragrance. Ooh, we know how I feel about that. Okay, so here it is. I think it's gonna be, maybe it's a little light, but I think it's gonna be okay. That's what I'm saying. The honey beige just had just a little bit of peach. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and I'm not sure, I haven't watched enough videos if I should use brush or beauty blender. Okay, so I'm gonna take this paddle. You're like, ooh, there's, now that it's so expensive, you're like, a little goes a long way. So I'm just gonna take a little bit off the paddle. And again, the only thing I will tell you guys is the woman at Nordstrom was so sweet. I have a lot on, you guys. Oof. Was so nice, because she was like, honey, if you do not like it, you just bring it back, which, you know, Nordstrom is so amazing about that. I always feel weird, especially when it's something that is so expensive. But on the other thing, I'm not, ooh. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I got like a huge amount of cheek over here. I can't tell if you can tell. We got to take some of that off and put it back in the bottle, because that is going to be, that's probably enough for my entire face. This stuff is not to be used lightly. Okay, so you know what? I'm a little bummed because I think I put too much on. So as we're doing this demonstration, it may be, you know. Okay, so let's get into this, you guys. I do not have anything on except skincare and SPF. No, what's it called? No primers. No little glowy things. We're just going to use this straight up. So now the reason why I was attracted to this was because it has skincare benefits. And as I'm getting older, you guys, if I'm going to put something on my face that I'm going to be wearing all day long, I do want it to have some of those extra benefits. Now, yes, this guy has silicones. I can tell. I haven't even looked at the ingredients, but you can feel them. And I can... It has a it has fragrance in it, which again, my skin does not necessarily like, but I've just been attracted to this for so long because everybody who does own it says it's like their absolute favorite. Like when they want their skin to look like so good, this is the one that they pull out. And this, I was like, okay, I am going to give this a try. So two people that like this, that I respect and really enjoy watching their videos, is that Mel Thompson, formerly like Puffin's wife was hers. I just absolutely adore her. She's so darn cute. She's beautiful. She just is so, I love her creativity with makeup. I love her energy. She's just adorable. And then of course my favorite, Penn.Smith skincare. She actually told me we have a lot of similar taste in makeup, and she said this is one of her favorites, and I just totally respect her opinion because she is an esthetician, and she really enjoys this foundation. Okay, so you guys, I don't know if you can tell. I'm worried it's a little light, but probably not. That's what I'm saying. The honey beige was just a little bit peachy, which I may be peach, but I don't know if I want to be peach, if that makes sense. I think it's going to be fine. Okay, I'm going to bring you up close because I'm just going to say, number one, it's so easy to apply. And I'm going to see if you can see over here. We're getting up close. And then over here, this is where I feel like you guys, it has coverage to it. I don't know if I knew that much about it. It has some beautiful coverage to it, and I'm gonna go through, we'll put some, okay, you see this little spot that I've got underneath here? I'm just gonna take a little that I had on my hand. We don't wanna waste any of this guy, and I'm just gonna pounce it in. And then we'll try the concealer. Okay, one thing that I do like right off the bat is that it feels very comfortable on the skin. It went on so easily, and I feel like it looks like it's not too dewy. It has definitely a dewy get to it, but not too dewy and not too matte, kind of that in between. I'll see what you guys think. Okay. We're gonna see if this is really worth this amount. Okay, so now here's the big test. As you guys know, let's try this. Let's try the concealer. I'm already scared. I'm like, it's very thick. It's creamy, but I just feel like this might be, this might look, ooh. Okay, so here's the concealer, and okay, right off, I probably used too much already, but it is super creamy, but in a good way. So my concerns of this being super drying seem to be dissipating. It is very, very, very creamy. Only gonna use a touch. Oh, you know what? Let's use it on the spot. Let's use this right over here, and let's cover that up. Okay. And let's go through here. Now, I did already put my eyeballs on this morning just so I wouldn't scare you guys so much on this lovely Foundation Friday. And I'm just coming up into that little crevice and pulling down. And, okay, you guys, I'm gonna use my fingertip because although it is creamy, I think you need to warm it up with your fingertips in order to get it to really work. So not necessarily great with the Beauty Blender. It's very, you know what it kind of reminds me of? That Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage, which you guys, that stuff is pretty amazing, but you've got to know how to use it. But it kind of reminds me, that's the consistency is hard but creamy, but you know how you have to warm it up? If you've used that before, it is an amazing concealer, but you really got to warm it up. Like, I feel like it was for true makeup artists. Okay, you guys, I am going to I'm gonna put the rest of my makeup on, but I'm gonna come up nice and close because we are on our foundation Friday with this expensive. Okay, number one, I'm gonna hear if you guys think the color is okay. Okay, and I probably still have a sample of Honey Beige, so if you think it is too light, I can try on the other one, because I think that's the thing. If I'm spending this much money on a foundation, I wanna love it. And just wanna reiterate, I had a gift certificate. Okay, you guys, let's look. I'm gonna look up here into the, okay, one thing I'm really liking already is it's kind of already melding into the skin. It looks like skim. It almost has, I don't want to say waxy, but it's got a little bit of dew to it. And it is, it feels just slightly tacky. And as you guys know, I am, for this purposes, I will not be powdering down just because I like to see what a foundation is like without it. I think on my spot over here, I obviously can still see it, but I'm not necessarily wanting to build. I feel like that's just a skincare thing that's gonna settle down. So, okay, let me go put on the rest of my makeup and then we can take one more look, and I will wear this throughout the day. Let's check it out. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I am back with the rest of my face on. And I do have to tell you, when I was putting on, I put on a little bit of contour stick from Westman Atelier, my super loaded highlight in Peau de Pêche, as well as the butter bronzer from Westman Atelier, and it played really nicely between creams and powders. And I'm gonna just have you guys look real quick and see what you think. And then I ended up liking the color. I feel like, yes, it may be a tad bit light, but I liked it was a little bit more neutral versus the, there was something about Honey Beige, which I think would probably be great in the summer. But anyways, we shall see. So one last little peek here. I'm gonna have you look and see what you think. But it dries down really nicely. It sort of just makes you look like you have really good skin. I don't feel like it looks masky. I think that's one thing I will say is it is not feeling super masky at all. It feels very comfortable. I like that it's a little bit dewy. I did not put powder on. Not sure about concealer because you guys know how I feel about concealer. Anywho, so that's going to be my own thing. So I will check in several times throughout the day just to see how it is wearing. We're gonna see if this is just as amazing as it claims to be. Okay, check back in a bit. Hi guys, I'm doing a quick check-in on the La Prairie Skin Caviar foundation and concealer. So I originally put that foundation on at 8 a.m. and it is 12:27 now, so I'm just going to do a quick little peek for you guys and see what you think. I will tell you, it is so comfortable. It is actually, does not feel cakey or heavy on my skin whatsoever. I think one thing I would say, and again, this kind of goes back to my user error, I kind of put, you know, there was some dabs that I did that were a little heavier. So I am feeling like you can see it a little bit through. This is where generally, as my sagging skin, as foundations go throughout the day, I will see a little bit of it in my smile lines and such. I'm not necessarily seeing that. I'm just saying I feel like I put a little bit heavier foundation on, you know, I think what I'm saying is a little goes a long way. I don't think you need to use as much as I originally put on. Okay, so here we go. Up close, personal, you can kind of see it's very skin-like. It just looks healthy. And I have been out and about, and I actually did have someone tell me that my skin looked nice, which was so sweet. So whenever that happens, you're like, I'm sold. Keep this this guy. But anyways, so far it's going well. But I'm not, here's the caveat I would say is a lot of foundations, you know, is this the be all end all? I don't know about that. Is it a beautiful foundation? I do think it is a really pretty one and it feels fantastic on the skin. Little bit of dewiness coming through, which is fine with me. But anyways, that's my little check-in. I am gonna be out and about. I won't be home until 4:30ish or 5. So I will check back in with another check-in, but this is where we're at. And you guys can let me know if you think the foundation looks good, blah. I'm up for any criticism. But I appreciate you guys' help and I will talk to you in a little bit later. Hey guys, I am doing one last check-in. It is about almost 6 o'clock and the end of my day. I just got home and let's take a peek and see how this La Prairie Caviar foundation wore. One thing I will say just right off the bat, you guys, it feels comfortable. Sometimes when I'm wearing foundation, I literally at the end of the day can't wait to go and wash my face off because it just feels kind of almost dirty. And that is not the case with this guy. So I would say it's looking a little dewy and it claims to have kind of a dewy, luminous look to it. I'm looking tired because I actually am tired. It's been kind of a crazy day. But anyways, there's a little shine through my T-zone. But to be honest, you guys, this just looks kind of like skin. I don't feel like it looks really cakey. I'm gonna be interested to see what you guys' thoughts are. So I was laughing as I was coming home. I was thinking I could have bought 4, probably even 5 foundations for the cost of this foundation. So it's kind of one of those things if you're someone who uses a bottle of foundation and just uses it all the time till the end, which kudos to you. I wish I was like that. I get too entranced by new, improved, and imported products. So anyways, this is just something that literally, if I didn't have a gift certificate, obviously I haven't bought this and I've wanted it for several years. So it just was kind of one of those, can I justify it? So I'm going to come up one last time. I'm going to let you guys give me the yay or nay as to what you guys think. But my final thoughts are, you know what? I think it's a very comfortable, pretty skin-like is what I was gonna say. Is I feel like it just kind of perfects your skin. Foundation, that's probably about what I'm gonna say about it. What I will do, you guys, is I'm gonna play around. This is literally the first time I've ever tried it or worn it. I guess I tried it in a different color. But what I will do is I will follow up and I'll let you know. I'm going to continue to kind of play around with it and I'll let you know if it's one of my faves or fails in one of my like November faves or fails. So, or meh. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching and I hope you have a fabulous evening and I will check back with you guys later. Thank you.